Everyone, this is Todd Hazelton with MobileBurn.com. Today we're going to check out the T-Mobile myTouch 4G, latest HSPA Plus device on T-Mobile, also one of the latest Android smartphones. We'll quickly get started with the unboxing here and we move along. We pop out and you get this nice sort of faux leather case, zipper, similar to other myTouch devices. Here you get AC adapter. You also get your headphones and a micro USB cord there that plugs into the AC adapters back there. Here's the typical paperwork that comes with most phones. Here's the myTouch 4G itself. See, I have the beautiful red colored one here, and let's quickly go through some of the features of the phone. On the left hand side you have a micro USB charging port, volume toggle button sort of really flush with the surface there. A 3.5mm headphone jack up top. That's the power button. On the right side you have your camera quick launch key. It's got a nice brushed metal finish to it. Really nice touch on the device. Front you have hardware buttons here, so not just touch sensitive. It's the home key, menu, and an optical trackpad, a return button, and the let's see, myTouch voice button. This is you can press it to say like send text message or call so and so. On the back we also have a 5-megapixel camera with a single LED flash that's also capable of recording a 720p HD video. And on the front you have a front-facing camera. I believe it's VGA. It's for video chats, and that comes with Quick on the phone. The actual screen of the device is 3.7 inches, I believe, or 3.8 inch actually, WVGA. The phone itself is powered by a 1 GHz Qualcomm Snapdragon processor, and it is the latest version, so it actually felt pretty snappy. Let's go through some of the software features now. Okay, so here we are looking at the main home screen of the myTouch 4G. You get various widget panels here. It's sort of like a hybrid between HTC Sense and what T-Mobile added to it. So you get your friend stream and other widgets like that you'd expect from HTC Sense. Footprints I noticed is missing, so it's not the full experience. You can see I have that neat custom bottom there, and click that to bring up the main menu with various applications, and you notice the dark sort of purple theme. That can be changed by going into settings, personalize, and themes. This is a unique feature of this phone, and so you have Wildflower there, that's what I'm using. There's also Safari, Ruby, Red Rock, Graffiti, Downtown, and Carrera. So we'll go and apply Graffiti just to show you. Now we'll go to the home screen, and you can see it's changed everything around. This bottom menu has different colors, but the widgets remain the same. One thing I'm not a huge fan of, it's not a deal breaker by any means, but you get these sort of the pink accented icons. I like pink, I'm not against it, but it would be cool if we could change that along with the theme too. So say calendar, you can see the pink icon, maybe it would be blue with a different theme. That's not the case though. Well, I have messages up, I'll show you that. It's pretty standard threaded text messaging. Tap the bottom there. Hey, this is Todd. There's also the swipe option, so you could go, hey, this. You can, I made a typo, we'll just type Rugs. Hey, this Rugs. And then hit send. There's also a landscape keyboard here. Swipe also works in this mode, as does just standard tap and type. Go back to the home screen here. You get a T-Mobile's app pack on this device. I haven't checked this out yet, but it features a host of sort of T-Mobile chosen applications. You can see there's ratings there. This is an online online cookbook rather, called Cookit. Tongue twister. You get the car dock and navigation. That comes as part of Android 2.2 Froyo. Desk clock application. So this is if you were to leave it on your desk. and then you can quickly access the FM radio, which of course doesn't work without the earbuds, music, alarm, or your calendar, all from one place there. A lot of these applications you'll find as default on other phones. Monopoly came on board. That's a trial, as is Rock Band. This screen share application by Twonky sort of uses DLNA technology to let you stream media, say music, photos, or videos from this device to another DLNA certified device. So an HDTV would be an example of that. Quick Chat. This is T-Mobile's quick client for the front-facing camera here for video chats. I spent a long time working with other journalists to get this up and running, and a lot of the times I found it to be unreliable. About 3 out of, or let's say about half the calls worked to connect, and then maybe 1 out of 3 of those calls actually provided both the audio and video in a reasonable quality. So there needs to be work done on that. But when it does work, it's very cool. Frame rates are great. This phone does support Wi-Fi calling, so that means you can save some of your T-Mobile voice minutes by turning on Wi-Fi and placing calls over it. It's great if you don't have a good T-Mobile signal in your house also. Let's see here. Wi-Fi hotspot. That's a new feature. This is from T-Mobile. They didn't used to allow tethering, or they allowed tethering, but they didn't have a specific plan for tethering or the hotspot. Now it does. So you can set the name of it, your password, and then broadcast your 3G signal, in this case HSPA Plus, as a signal for other Wi-Fi enabled devices. And I believe it allows up to 4 at a time, 4 or 5. See, those are a lot of the unique features of this. I'll do a speed test here. I installed this application. It should, on other phones such as the G2, Michael Orrell saw that he was getting about 10 megabits per second on the HSPA Plus network. I haven't been as lucky here in New York, but oh, there you go. Today's been great. That's actually a 12.3 megabit per second download. It's the first time I've seen that. So that's pretty incredible. And especially if you're sharing it with other devices, that's almost better than some home broadband networks that can cap out at 10 megabits per second. Upload speed was a little slow, but that hasn't been standard. I've actually seen that going much faster. We'll test again. Oh, I'm sorry. You know, it's going so fast because we're connected to Wi-Fi. Let's correct that. Whoops. Do the speed test again now without. Here we go. This is without Wi-Fi. Okay, so back to the speeds I've been seeing most of the time here in New York City, getting 2.2 megabits per second down. Again, not as fast as I've heard, although outside the city that could be a totally different story. Upload was 1.8. We'll go to results here, and you can see I have a host of my other, the history of my uploads. So not anything stellar here in New York, but again, that could change depending on your location. Email client, standard, Google, you get Exchange support. You can also add IMAP and POP, and that was all easy. Here's our mobile site. I'll show you our full HTML site. Again, with Android 2.2, you are going to get Flash 10.1 support inside the browser. Everything loads really quick here. The processor is very zippy, so you don't have a lot of lag as we pan around the pages. You can see it's very fluid, very nice. Landscape changes quickly. So web browsing overall was very much a pleasure so far during my tests. See if I can show you some other features of the phone. Oh, the media player was very neat. Let's see if we can find that. Media room. So here you can see it sorts by playlist or artist. You can click to the right to view videos, but it also goes right to T-Mobile TV, YouTube videos. Then you can go to the FM radio or even your Slacker account, which I thought was really awesome here. So then you can go see your recently played Slacker stations. So it's embedded right into the media client, which is really cool. Speaking of T-Mobile TV, this is one of the first phones to feature that on T-Mobile. It's streaming TV. I found the quality to be 16 days of a trial here, on a par with what you'd get from Sprint's TV. You get a host of channels here. Click one. Looks like it's taking a little while to load. We'll try a different channel. No network coverage. So a bit of an error there. Not sure what's going on. Looks like our network coverage came back, so we'll go. So here's the TV playing. Not awesome, but if you need your fix of some television, you can do that. And it doesn't look like there's much of an on-demand listing here just yet. Let's see here. Photo gallery is a little different than what you'd expect with stock. It's not that cool sort of 3D layout, but it is very easy to get to. And you can go to Faves, view your T-Mobile albums that might be stored online, and even Facebook ones if we were logged in, as well as Flickr, so you could view albums posted by friends and access your own. So that's a quick look here. I think we've covered most of the features of this phone. Again, it's been awesome so far during my tests, but I do have some time left to write my full review, and hope to have that soon posted. This is Todd Hazelton with MobileBurn.com. That's a quick look at the myTouch 4G on T-Mobile.